Thank you for the compliments on the starting screen. I made that this afternoon because I was just, I was thinking last night about how I didn't have one. Decided this is our BRB screen now since it has always said we will be right back. And then I made a thanks for watching one at the end. So, we're going to be playing more Dr. Dekker. Also, hello to Red Seraph and Nine of Meals. Hey, here's a question. Were my messages actually going through in like the second half of that stream on Mac's channel? Because when they flicked to their like showing chat screen, I just saw like nothing. Oh, that is loud in my ears. I knew it. That's super weird. So, good news, bad news about Dr. Dekker. Bad news is that support at drdekker.com is no longer functioning as an email. The good news is I just reinstalled the game and the videos seem to work now. Where is it? Missing.
You do something a lot, you're gonna miss it. I suspect I'll go back there soon, but it's helped with the blackouts.
So yeah. Oh, hang on. Let's look at the fucking Medusa one.
I saw it with my own eyes. What more proof do I need? You're starting to sound like Dr. Dekker. He didn't believe me either.
I don't think that's the one.
I
Agnes's
could
house?
only see the silhouette. It turned from a person into a, well, it looked like, I guess you'd call it a Medusa. Snakes for a face. And Agnes just fell to the floor.
Cool. Glad it works.
Minutes later, the woman left, smiling like the cat that got the cream. That was the end of Agnes.
Okay, anyway, so last time, if you'll remember our patients here, we got Nathan, who's in time loop. They'll show Nathan. Mariana, who experiences blackouts and wakes up naked on the beach all the time. Aline, who works in hospice and people seem to like only die on her shift. Claire, who I don't know if she's having supernatural issues. I think she had an incident where she stabbed her husband. Yeah, she's rich and stabbed her husband for having an affair. Bryce, who has a 25th hour of his day at midnight. And he's a gravedigger. I forget if that's germane to the story. We don't know Jasmine. We haven't met Jasmine yet. But let's finish up stuff with Mariana. Because, we didn't really get to last time. So, help.
No idea. Is that a dance move?
So true. I will just straight up get a hint. Oh, okay.
I was with Dr. Dekker until about 9 o'clock.
AM or
I
PM?
remember getting an Uber. It was expensive, and the driver was annoying.
Yeah,
I
it's
saw
like
one
that.
of your patients, actually, the nurse, when we drove by the pier. She was with someone. I don't think she saw me.
Okay. Aline was with someone at Pier on V-Day. What else? Aline.
Don't know.
Cold?
It's a bit chilly in here. The leather's not warm. either.
Leather?
Clueless.
Yeah, it's crazy no one's saying which 9, 10, or 11, especially when that's germane to the fucking murder. Body found at 10:20. Jaya didn't tell us which 10:20 either. AM or PM? Also, I know that you can definitely hear my keyboard just so loud, but can't really do much about that. My filter is actually on. Yeah. Yeah, the couch is is all leather. I actually feel like I've been to a house with that exact couch in it. Anyway. Dekker. Oh, I'm not typing. Hang on. You like the clicky clack?
We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but I can be pretty persuasive when I want to be.
Okay, there are like 4 things I want to ask there.
Shh.
Okay, breach.
You know, like a breach of ethics or something. Girl doesn't ask for details.
I mean, I guess. What was it? Persuasive.
I know, it's pretty hard to believe, isn't it?
No, it's not.
I feel pretty ugly. But I think I have a nice smile.
Literally, whoever told this woman she was ugly is just insane. To the point where I don't know if she's just saying that to fish for compliments.
Lots of people find me attractive, but I've seen something truly beautiful. It makes me feel dull by comparison.
What have you seen that's truly beautiful?
I have a recurring dream where I find something beautiful in the sea. But I don't know you that well yet, Doctor.
Okay.
Let's wait a while before I tell you my most intimate secrets.
But Jesus Christ, Jaya.
I've just had a phone call from a solicitor. Ben's trying to sue us for nervous shock. Should I go and see him to talk it out, or should I find a solicitor to represent us?
I don't know, man.
Pushy, I just think we should act quickly before it's too late.
Stop shaking your head and standing so close to me.
Let me know.
Okay. Thought Mariana said she didn't drink. Oh yeah, she said she went out for drinks, yeah. Drinks, yet you don't drink. I'm very clever.
You're confused.
Drinks with Dekker. You don't drink.
Just ask me what.
You don't drink.
No,
Oh, Dirk. Don't drink.
I don't drink. Only sometimes, like a social drinker.
So you
a social
drink.
smoker. They don't smoke either.
They very much do smoke. Yes, they do smoke.
I don't.
Okay.
I have a recurring dream where I.
See?
Don't ask me.
I mean, how have I not hit everything?
I was with.
Oh yeah, Pier.
Clueless.
No. Ellen with someone?
Sorry.
Nurse?
No idea.
Uber.
Yeah, the Uber driver also fished down by the sea. He said he'd seen me lots of times after I washed up. And he told me that I had a great body. I just wanted to get home.
Jesus Christ. Listen, when I type great body, please know that I'm not hitting
I
on
don't
you.
know anything else about the driver. I've forgotten him already.
Forgotten.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm only a social murderer. It doesn't count because someone else is there.
We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but
Breach, persuasive.
pretty persuasive when I want to be.
Ah, that was it.
I was with Dr. Dekker until
9 o'clock.
don't ask me.
Appointment?
Uh,
No. Did I hit everything with you? And... Oh, did you just go out for
it
drinks?
was Valentine's Day. I drink on special occasions.
Yeah, we talked about this. Okay, special... What kind of special occasions?
We went out for Valentine's Day.
Yes, we've
Neither of us
established
had
this.
dates, so I just suggested we go out together. You know, rather than just sit in with nothing to do. He'd been acting a bit strange anyway, and I thought he could do with a break.
Okay. Acting strange.
For a lot of our sessions, he would be pretty impartial.
Uh-huh.
A passive listener.
Mm-hmm.
But towards the end, he liked interfering. Like, he wanted to push me over the edge.
How would he interfere?
I'm not sure how this therapy thing works, but if you're talking to a guy who wants to jump off a cliff, don't tell him to jump.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't taken my first counseling and therapy seminar yet, but I'm pretty sure that is true, even in Britain. Suicidal?
No idea. Is that a dance move?
Yeah, it's the best dance move.
Sorry.
I find this font that you type in very hard to read. I mean, I guess I've hit on all her points. Yeah, we watched the Alderby footage, which was the guy rambling about Cthulhu for like 10 minutes. Hello, Aline.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest.
That sucks.
Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
Okay. So let's start with Hilda.
Hilda's the one I mentioned in our
Yeah.
session. She's dying. I can tell.
Rip in peace,
I
Hilda.
need to see her before it's too late.
Alright, then go. Too late.
To help her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go.
Doesn't everyone?
We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way.
What are your loose ends?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think I have any loose ends. I don't know what that says about me.
Why don't you have any loose ends? Oh, excuse me. Unfinished business.
Hilda wants to see her daughter.
Okay.
She's in Australia, so I'm going to have to use my talent.
Oh, Lord. Talent.
I can change my skin.
Thank you, thank you. I'm sorry?
What I look like. I can turn into...
The shape-shifting detective?
I just, hold their hand
That...
and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them.
That feels like there's a lot of ethical quandaries there. Yeah, I guess she's Mystique X-Men. There is, so like, I think all of this studios' games take place in the same universe, and they have a game called The Shape-Shifting Detective, where it's this is for old head Alexandrite stream fans. It's a little bit like Journeyman Project 3, where you have the chameleon suit and you can change into people that you see and then go talk to other people as those people. So shapeshifters are a real thing in this universe, I guess. Okay, I have a lot of things. Changing your skin? Not your kin. Your skin?
I'm not sure about.
Skin?
Sorry.
Changing.
Um,
Do you have any ethical issues with pretending to be their loved ones?
I feel like you're asking.
Ethics.
I don't really.
Loved ones.
I think we've got a bit off track.
Oh my god, what are the keywords you want me to say?
I can change my skin. What I look like. I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting.
Comfort.
That's not really important.
Okay. Imagine.
I don't know.
Oh, wait. No.
I can change my.
Yeah. Change.
I don't.
Loved one.
I don't know. Are you happy, Doctor?
Yes, I am happy.
You seem happy. You have a very positive energy.
Thank you. I used to be called prickly a lot, but thank you. You have positive energy too.
It just sort of fades when I let go of their hand. Obviously, I can't see myself, but I feel it leave me. If you get what I mean.
No, I don't know how I got here. So are you happy?
Sorry, no.
It's not an actual answer to my question.
It just sort of fades when I let go of their hand. Obviously, I can't see myself, but I
Fades.
feel like you're asking to help her finish her unfinished business.
Yeah.
People who are dying.
Oh yeah, what was the other thing?
Having a great day, to be honest.
Oh yeah, stealing. Accused of stealing?
I don't really have.
Co-workers.
I think we've got a bit off.
Oh my god. What is the key word you want me to say? What were you accused of stealing? Really? And how does it comfort? I literally said comfort.
This? Well, it started with this.
Did you have that last time?
It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
Because she thought you were her fucking daughter or whatever? Why did Alice give that necklace to you?
Can you ask?
Necklace.
I don't know.
Alice.
Alice was one of my favourites. She never held back, spoke her mind about everything. But she had a wicked sense of humour.
Sense of humor.
I'm not.
Alice's sense of humor.
That's not really important.
Changing your skin. Stealing.
That's not really.
Oh, started with love, yeah. Started with the locket? Alice Locket. Started with.
I think we've got a bit off track.
What else have you been accused of stealing?
I have a few other things. A watch, a ring. One patient gave me a little china bird.
Like this?
They're not valuable, just trinkets, really.
Like this? This one's glass, I guess. This one might be glass too, I forget. So when we were a kid, our parents used to have this little glass bluebird that they kept in a cabinet, and whenever we were sad, they would let us hold the bluebird. It was a lot smaller than this, but looked like this. It was like that sized. So we bought this one a couple of years back, just for like our system kids, and then actually like a week ago or something, our dad actually sent us this, which we thought was nice. And that's some Alexandrite lore for you. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, watch.
Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die.
Because they think you're their family.
Never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I wrong to keep the locket?
Yes, I think you're wrong to keep the locket.
Really? I don't see the harm. Alice wanted me to have it. You and Terry and all the other nurses just don't understand.
She even unlocked mind games. No, Alice wanted her son to have the locket. Alice thought you were her son. Talent on Alice.
Really? I don't see the harm. Alice wanted me to have it. You and Terry and...
Terry.
Of course, it was Terry that accused me of stealing.
That
One of the
bitch.
other nurses, she's actually trying to make out that I'm some kind of HSK.
Oh, Lord. That's just begging for me to ask what HSK is.
Serial killer. You know, like those nurses that kill loads of their patients. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Anyway, because a few of my patients have died on me, and some of those patients have given me gifts, Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off.
Have you ever killed anyone?
I feel like you're asking...
Killing.
I'm not sure.
Death.
I don't know. It just sort of fades when I let...
Fades.
I don't really have anything...
Well, I might as well ask about Valentine's Day.
Actually, I had a hot date.
At the pier?
It wasn't anything serious, just some guy.
Like an interview with the vampire? 1994?
It was a nice date. Different to what I'm used to.
91? Here.
Sorry.
What was the date like?
I feel like you're...
Date.
I don't know.
Unusual.
That's not really important.
What is the key word you want?
Actually, I had a...
Hot date.
His name is Max.
Okay.
He's really sweet, but I don't see a future between us. He's not really my type.
What is your type?
I think we've got a bit off track.
Your type.
I don't really have anything to tell.
Oh yeah, different. Different than what you are used to.
It was very traditional, old-fashioned, you know? Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier. Held hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab and I went home, alone.
Alone?
I'm not sure.
Went home. Went home alone. I wrote along. Went home alone.
I think it was about 11 when I left Max. I'm sure
Okay.
you could check with the taxi company if you really wanted to. If you think I need an alibi.
Taxi.
I think we've got a bit of...
Alibi.
I don't really have any...
Max.
I've known Max a
Okay.
couple of years, but this is the first time we've been on a date. I don't think he's boyfriend material.
I'm not sure he's sponge worthy.
That's not really important.
Friends. History with Max. Okay, it's giving me a hint in my notes. Maybe Jaya should check Ellen's out. Can I call up Jaya? Oh, I can call up Jaya. Okay, first of all, solicitor. Oh, I'm not typing here. Solicitor.
I'm not trying to hide anything. I just don't know.
Solicitor?
I don't know.
Ben.
So, should I get a solicitor or shall we try and talk it out with him?
Get a solicitor.
I think we should get a solicitor. I know the perfect firm. I'll do it all. Don't worry about it. And that's why we've got insurance for these kinds of things anyway. But the cheek of it.
Cheek.
I can't help you with...
Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day, Dr. Dekker had a session with Claire Castleford at 11 and that nurse, Elin, at 3. Everyone else cancelled. You should see this place Christmas Eve. I was at home though, so I don't actually know who came in. Dr. Dekker did phone and ask me for Nathan's number, which is a bit strange.
Okay. I got my notebook over here. Nathan's number.
It's very interesting that you asked me that. It's not something I can...
Nathan.
Oh, I just want to cuddle Nathan all up. He's such a mess. He's always in the same clothes. You know, he barely talks to me though. It's the same hello every time. He reminds me of Tom.
Tom?
Tom was a quiet mess, like Nathan. Youngish, in his early 20s. He taught piano, but he did have a strange hobby.
What was Tom's hobby?
Tom liked to base jump. That's basically falling from a huge building or mountain and pulling your parachute before you hit the ground. He started to think he could fly.
I mean, it wouldn't be very useful if he pulled it after you hit the ground.
Out of it, but Tom had to prove his point. So one day, Tom decided to base jump without a parachute. Can you guess what happened?
He died?
He did die. Hit by a rock from further up the mountain. He never got to fly.
What?
Nathan thinks he knows what his problem is too, but if he's not careful, he'll get hit by that rock.
So you didn't even die from terminal impact. A rock hit him. A rock hit him?
Sorry, Doctor.
Rock.
I've got no...
Say goodbye.
I wish I'd said goodbye to Dr. Dekker. It was so sudden. You know, here, then gone. He resigned anyway, but that's not the same, is it?
He resigned?
Dr. Dekker resigned shortly before his murder. No, it's sad. But doctors come and go, and only poor Jaya remains. I've got his resignation letter somewhere. You know, I do all the hiring and firing around here.
Got the letter.
Well, Professor Alderby and the Trust technically do that.
Who is Alderby?
Professor Alderby is a trustee. Did I not mention that?
No. No, you didn't mention Alderby was a trustee.
I think I'm going to get into trouble now. Have you ever heard of secret shoppers? Well, Professor Alderby posed as a patient to test Dr. Dekker. It's just a thing that he does.
That seems insane.
At you at some stage, so please play along.
Play along.
I don't.
Okay. So, the universe needed to be very unclear whether Tom could actually fly or not. Yeah. That seems like this kind of universe. What else? Alibi.
I don't know anything.
Ellen Taxi.
Good God, Doctor, it's like you're trying.
Can you check Eileen's alibi?
I think you might be barking up the wrong.
Taxi.
One step ahead of you, boss.
Thank you.
Eileen was picked up from the pier just after 11 p.m. There is no way she could have got from there to here in an hour.
I thought the murder happened at 10:20. When did the murder happen?
I don't know anything about that.
Murder time.
I don't know.
Murder.
I think you might be barking.
I wrote down 10:20. 20 after 10. 10 p.m.
I'm not trying to.
Oh, let's look at the letter. To whom it may concern, please accept this letter as a notice of my intention to resign from my position. Dr. Dekker, the 11th of February. February 11th.
It's very interesting that you asked me that. It's not.
Okay, cool. I should ask Nathan about, Dekker called you the night he died. Dekker called you. Dekker called. Motherfucker. Did Dekker ever meet Hannah?
Hannah never met Dr. Dekker. She did donate to his charity once, though.
Donated to charity. Okay. Tell me about your mother?
She's dead. Thanks for bringing that up.
Is that just something I can ask everyone? How did your mother die?
She stopped breathing. I don't know. I was 6. Something to do with her lungs.
Do you have lung problems?
Should I know something about that?
Hmm. Okay, what questions for Jaya? Jaya Bala. Classes.
I don't know about.
Why did Dekker resign?
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be.
Didn't Nathan say he was seeing Dekker for like 5 years?
Time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
Pog. Ellen.
Elin
Elin.
seems like a lovely person. I'm not really sure why she's here.
Yeah, she's a shapeshifter, actually. Shapeshifter.
I can't help you.
Okay. Mariana.
Mariana is a special girl. You know, there's something about her that just makes you want to follow her. Maybe that's what a trendsetter looks like.
Where?
Claire seems to be shaken by something. You know, I offer her drinks every time she comes in, but she always refuses them. It's as if she just wants to come in, get her session over with, and then run off to do something else. It's a bit rude, isn't it?
On Instagram, Jaya? Friend setter.
I've got no idea.
Damn. Claire, what's the other guy's name? Bryce?
I think Bryce has a lot of misdirected anger. I don't think I like him that much. You know, sometimes when things overrun, he's outside waiting for you, and he stares at me as if he's undressing me with his eyes.
Don't do this with the
He's not
camera.
the first person that's done that, but still, you know, it feels worse coming from him.
Why does it feel worse coming from Bryce? Undressing.
Sorry, Doctor.
Lacey.
I don't know anything about...
Why are the other... Lacey? Yeah, Lacey.
I think you might be barking...
Jaya.
I don't know about...
How about... Tell me about yourself.
I'm not trying to hide anything.
Do any of us really know anything about ourselves? Oh. How are you? But
We'd work late together on all sorts of things. He was preoccupied with finding patterns in patients, trying to find some kind of order.
patterns.
Mainly he was searching for a common experience the patients might have had.
Well, several of them have been to Henley Church.
He'd study everything, even the referral letters.
Referral letters?
Yes, letters, parking tickets, holiday destinations. You know, I find those referral letters...
Thank you.
He was sure there was a pattern in them.
Henley Church.
I've got no idea.
Damn. Order.
I don't know.
Guess I followed up on patterns enough. Dekker.
Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day. 3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, he was... I still can't get over it.
Get over it.
I feel like you're...
Jaya.
I don't know.
No. Murder?
I'm not sure.
Nurses.
I don't really have...
Nurse. Whoa. Anyone else get that little music sting? Oh, how does it come?
I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone.
Can you shift for me?
I've shifted a few times now. I honestly couldn't tell you how many.
Oh, that's a train outside. Why do you shift?
I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or...
Deceive.
I don't think I'm deceiving my patients.
Thank you.
I'm helping them.
Helping.
I think we've got a bit off track. Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day. 3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, he was... I still can't get over it.
Oh, I hit the end with her. Okay. Bryce. Hello. Hello to you, Bryce.
There's something I want to tell you about. Something else that's wrong with me. I think I've been getting a bit out of control in my hour.
Okay. What have you been doing in your hour?
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move, because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground?
Yes, I would go to a fairground.
Ha! That was just an example, Doctor. I'm sure you can come up with more exciting things to do than that.
I would sleep more. What do you do with your hour?
Sorry, Doctor.
What's the note here? Oh, maybe I should suggest things he might have done to gain his trust. I would help someone.
No.
I would help people.
I did think, what good could I do, other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back, and the crook, I placed him on a bus a few blocks away. I have no idea where it was going.
That is very funny, admittedly.
To thank me, so I took another picture.
Pictures? Picture.
I don't have
Another picture.
I took a picture after undressing her.
I'm sorry?
Clothes back on before time resumed. To be honest, there wasn't much to take off and put on. Do you know what kind of girls walk around at midnight, Doctor?
Okay, I'm going to type prostitute instead of sex worker because I don't think this game will recognize sex worker.
I have no idea. Not.
Nope. Undressed?
I don't know.
Why did you undress her?
Sorry.
Naked.
I don't.
See people naked.
When you work in a graveyard, you see a lot of strange things.
Yeah, what the fuck indeed, Bryce?
They're real. Or whether I think they're real. Or which is worse.
What do you see?
Not.
Think they're real.
Thinking I had an extra hour at the end of each day did become real for me, Doctor. Maybe Dekker was a genie, and he could grant wishes. Maybe he wished himself dead. I don't know.
I would kill someone with my hour.
I don't think you would, Doctor. I don't think I would either.
Why wouldn't you kill someone? Is this entrapment?
Sorry.
Hi, Evergreens. How this works is that your patients are going to tell you things about often supernatural stuff they're dealing with, and you have to kind of keep the conversation going and find out their little secrets and things. So this guy, he has a 25th hour in his day at midnight in which all time stops and he can do whatever he wants for an hour. He just confessed that after helping a woman who was getting her purse snatched during that hour, he undressed her and took a picture of her before putting her clothes back on. Really, really normal stuff from this guy. Is like the Bright Sessions audio drama. I don't know Bright Sessions. Let's see. Jasmine. Oh, Jasmine I haven't met. Lacey saw her neighbor get eaten by a Medusa. Claire, I don't know what Claire's deal is really. She had a violent outburst where she stabbed her husband for having an affair. Aline just confessed that she can shapeshift, and she does it to comfort her patients in hospice while they're dying. and if they don't have like family members visiting them. But then she confessed that a lot of times her patients will give her things that are meant for their family, and she just keeps them, which is fucked up. Is everyone evil? No, not everyone's evil. Mariana, um, she blacks out and wakes up on the beach naked. We're working on that. Nathan here goes into repeated time loops where he'll just live the same day over and over again until he witnesses a tragedy, and then he'll move forward a day. His fiance died in a car crash a few years ago, and what moved him forward this time was that he burned all of her clothes that he still had after years. I personally think that he's caught in a time loop until he works on like getting past the death of his fiance. He suggested like, should I burn some other things of hers? I could either burn some photos of hers or her old rocking chair that she loved but I never use. I told him to burn the rocking chair because he said he had the photos backed up, and I think what did it with the clothes is that he burned something he couldn't get back. That's my theory. My game theory. Jaya's our assistant. I don't know what her deal is. She seems like kind of a weirdo. And I don't know Jasmine's deal yet, but working on Bryce right now. Yeah, live nude people. Yeah, I don't know why I'd call that intervention either. Way the colors mean. So orange means that I've found all of the key points that I need to move on to the next act. Green means that I've found everything. I've gotten every interaction that I can out of this person. Red means I need to keep talking to them. So Bryce, what the fuck were we talking about? Well, might as well ask about Dekker. Oh yeah, so these patients we've all inherited from a doctor who was murdered recently. And we think that one of his clients may have murdered him for reasons unknown.
I dug the grave for Dr. Dekker. I helped carry his coffin to the burial site. Do you know what? It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it. Why do you think that is?
Dekker wasn't in the coffin.
No, the coffin wasn't empty. There was something in it. A decoy, I'd imagine.
Decoy?
I'm guessing he was buried somewhere else, or cremated. Somebody somewhere didn't want his body going in the ground. Do you want to be cremated or buried, Doctor?
So like all the cool stuff that you can do with your body after your death kind of usually depends on cremation. Like I've always said that I want to be compressed into a big gem and put in the hilt of a sword so that you can kill whoever killed me, because that's the only way that I will die, of course. But so I guess I would like to be cremated.
That's a good choice, Doctor. Less work for me.
Do you like your job?
I don't really...
Okay, didn't. How do you want, do you want to be buried?
I don't have...
What do you want to happen after you die? Son of a bitch. Why bury a coffin? Why bury a coffin with a decoy? Why wouldn't someone want him buried?
I have no idea.
Bitch. Sometimes they ask you, they want like very precise shit out of you. I'd steal things, I'd spy on people. Can you see something? Can you see something behind me? How would being cremated be less work for him? He's a grave digger. He like specifically digs the grave, and he has to dig them by hand because the graveyard he works at is also like an archaeological site for some reason.
Possibly a relative of yours. Possibly a patient that died here. I'm not sure. She doesn't normally say anything.
What does he look like?
Sorry, Doc.
Ghost.
I don't.
Patient who died.
I have no
family member.
I live on my own.
Okay.
Occasionally I visit my father. He's in sheltered housing. Dementia.
Dementia.
No.
Father. Sheltered housing. Nurse.
I don't have.
No. Okay, I'd steal. Fred the horse voice. I want to steal.
Yes, I would steal too. And I have stolen. I ran out of milk, so I thought I'd go to the local all-night shop and get some more. I was absolutely intending to pay, but when I got there, everyone was frozen.
Take him away, boys.
Leaving money on the counter, but that seemed weird. The cashier would wake and suddenly this money would have appeared from nowhere.
Fog, free money.
But I've stolen bigger things.
Bigger things? Yeah, interesting self-disclosure. The game suggested that I say things that I think that he would do in order to gain his trust and get him to disclose.
From stealing milk, I moved on to petrol.
Based.
Petrol, well, all those supermarkets have all kinds of electricals, so I've stolen quite a lot of that.
Why don't you go to, like, Best Buy?
I'm not proud. I think I've been doing it because I can. To prove to myself, either way, my extra hour is actually real.
Real. Prove to yourself.
Not.
Proving.
Not. When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen.
Nah, that's not. I'd spy on people.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. There's a young mother, divorced, who lives opposite me.
You're looking at her naked too?
She's friendly and says hello to me, smiles.
Naturally, I've violated her boundaries as a result.
Like naked. So 1 hour, I broke into her house.
Bryce!
She was standing in her bedroom.
Bryce!
I took it as a sign. I took off her clothes and...
Hi, Mac. Mac, what was it? Red Seraph and Nine Niels were saying that my messages in the second half of the stream just like weren't showing up in your chat for some reason, which is super weird. Also, hi Riley. Yeah, this dude's a creep. What was her name? Jessica?
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked. When I'd stripped
camera work.
When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like. That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor?
Alright, well, have a nice day, Mac. Good stream today. Photos.
No.
Do you still have these photos? Not that I want to see?
I don't really know about that.
Pictures. Somebody who says naked.
I don't know.
Okay, so, like, what Aline is doing, like, essentially tricking her patients into giving her heirlooms by pretending to be their relatives, is fucked up and morally questionable, even if it does comfort them in some way. Bryce is doing, like, so much worse shit. I would rather have 10 Alines than 1 Bryce. Hey, let me just put illegal. View therapist for perverts. / add permitted term perverts. Oh yeah, it was wrong to take those pictures.
I have no...
Wrong.
Sorry, Doc.
You mother... Just use the hint. There, yes, it was wrong to take those photos.
I know.
Thank you for the subscription, Matt.
Dr. Dekker. He made me this way. It's all his fault.
How did Dekker make you this way?
Like I said, I originally presented with depression, and everything was going well for a while. Then Dr. Dekker changed.
How did Dekker change?
He was easily distracted during sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time.
He sounds like such a shitty
He
therapist.
wanted to know about his patients anymore. But when he did give you advice...
What kind of advice would Dekker give?
He told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think it.
Pushed you.
I don't...
Made you think it. Okay. Distracted.
Therapists are supposed to help you. For whatever reason, Dr. Dekker had given up the desire to cure my mind, and instead wanted to make me more unstable.
Make you more unstable? Let me tell you, people don't become huge creeps like this by suggestion. I kind of feel, well, maybe. I don't think there's inherently some kind of creepo factor about him, but, like, I don't think Dr. Dekker being like, imagine the most crazy thing you can think of, made him be like, yeah, well, I'm gonna go and take photos of this nice lady naked.
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked.
Camera work kills me.
When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again.
Trying to see if there's another
pictures to remind myself
keyword.
what she looked like. That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor?
Yeah. Well, might as well ask him about Valentine's Day.
I spent most of Valentine's Day at the art gallery. Well, the evening part, anyway. They had a display with the theme, Love Conquers All. I didn't get most of the paintings, but they were well done.
Do you like art?
No.
Yeah, at least he's in therapy, that's true. Oh, I got all of his stuff, but, when were you at the museum?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, I'm sick of talking to Bryce, so let's talk to Jasmine, someone new. Hello. Hello, Jasmine.
Jasmine? I don't come in that often. What happened to Dr. Dekker?
Oh, he got murdered. Dekker got murdered.
Oh. When? How? Sorry, you probably don't know, do you?
He was murdered on Valentine's Day.
We had a display in the gallery based on Love Conquers All, so I had to work.
Mainly it was a collection of giant hearts sat on things, but I ran into another patient, Bryce. I'd never really spoken with him before, but he's quite an art critic. I couldn't get rid of him until I finished work at 11.
Oh, thank God, I thought she was going to say midnight.
On the night shift. I'm not sure if he kept talking to Bryce, though. Providence is open 24 hours.
Open 24 hours. Night shift.
I really don't.
11. Bryce.
There's not much to tell. I knew he was a patient here. I'd seen him in the waiting room a couple of times. He likes art and talking and talking.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Looking down here instead of up here.
Bryce. Pervert. Okay. Looking down there.
I don't really know what you mean.
Rape.
That's not...
Art.
Nope.
Arts.
Who told you to ask that?
Do you like Bryce? What did you talk about with Bryce? Shit. Should tell Jasmine that Dekker was stabbed. When did I find that out? Who is her coworker again? I think just some guy. Coworker? I think we just don't get any more information about that.
When? How? Sorry, you probably don't know, do you?
Yeah, no transition necessary in shifting to a new therapist.
Ouch. I didn't really know him that.
That list is notes. Sometimes hints come up there.
Valentine's Day now.
But I'm taking actual physical notes.
Ouch.
I missed the end of this.
I didn't really know him that well.
Oh, know him.
He was shy. And then
Dekker was shy?
when I told him about my problem, he told me to set fire to it.
Dekker?
Yeah, he could have been more specific. I tried to set fire to Providence. At that time, I thought the only way to fix my problem was to set fire to the entire art gallery. Several paintings didn't make it. Luckily, my boss didn't press charges. The police did arrest me, though.
I got a lot of problems.
I really...
Read your notes, or there are a lot. There are a lot, and they're not really germane to what's going on right now. There are things like, recently, maybe Jaya should check with Aline's alibi with the taxi company. Did Dekker call Nathan the day he was murdered? I should ask Nathan. The thing about, suggesting things about Bryce's hour. Jaya saying, sorry for writing in your notes, tell Aline I said hello. I should tell Jasmine that Dekker... should tell Jasmine that Dekker was stabbed. I thought it was Jaya. Providence. Boss?
My boss, Petra. She's just lovely like that. Providence has gone through some tough times, and I've only been there a year. She invested her life savings, and it's still not making any money. Such a sweet lady. You'd do anything for her.
Paintings.
I don't...
What would you do for Petra?
Dr. Dekker told me to burn it. It was nothing to do with Petra.
Why did Dekker tell you to burn things?
Who told you to ask that?
God. Okay, let's see. What the hell is your problem?
When you see a painting, it stands still. When I see one, it's moving. like a mini film.
Like a GIF?
Little vines. But when there's a person in the painting.
What happens when there's a person in the painting?
They watch me.
Okay.
Normally disapprovingly.
Damn crazy. Disapproving.
That's not...
Watching you.
Because they don't think I know how to appreciate art. Because I'm too young.
Like vine. Oh! She didn't mean like vines. She meant like Vine. Oh god, this came out in like 2017. Oh man. Vine. Do you like Vine? Crazy that Vine just closed down, right?
Nope.
That Elon Musk, though, we definitely think he's cool in the year 2017, the year that it currently is.
No, sorry.
Oh yeah, road work ahead.
I really don't.
Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Nope.
Okay, appreciate art.
Yes, of course. Otherwise I wouldn't be working in an art gallery. I love art. I love paintings.
I love lamp.
Like I said, they move for me.
I love democracy. Move.
Who told you to ask?
Paintings moving.
No.
What do paintings say?
When you see a painting,
Okay, what are the keywords here?
stand still. When I see one, it's moving.
When did you love paintings?
I don't really...
Used to love paintings? Used to love art.
That's not... My boss,
Petra? Okay.
My boss, Petra. She's just lovely like that.
Hmm. Have you told anyone else about this? Family.
That's not...
Dekker. I already talked about that. Hint. How do they move out?
When I want them to, normally. When I want to really get inside what's going on. But some paintings, I can't stop.
Can't stop some paintings?
I've been working on portraits, at home, outside work. But my paintings aren't so good. Nowhere near Providence standard. I painted a man, Dorian. You know, after Dorian Gray.
Yeah, I do know. I do know.
I wanted to try and capture someone aging, so I divided the face into thirds and painted a boy, his father, and his grandfather in each third.
That's not really aging, that's like...
Hideous.
That's 3 generations of people, like the hit film with, Elle Fanning, I think, where she plays a trans man, formerly called About Ray. Anyway, I'll never forget About Ray. Aging. Hideous. Why was it hideous?
Who told you to ask that?
Yeah, I already asked about Dorian.
I wanted to try and capture someone aging, so I divided the face into thirds and painted a boy, his father, and his grandfather in each third. It was hideous. And it started talking.
Oh, I missed the last bit because I was talking about Ray.
That I'm ugly.
That's just rude.
I have no talent. Nothing will become of me. Is that true, Doctor?
No, it's not true.
I hear it so many times with that wretched painting.
You gotta throw that thing out.
But thank you.
What's this? I should ask Jasmine how she felt about Dekker. I kind of thought I did. How did you feel about Dekker? Yeah. Why wouldn't you paint a lovely garden? I'll use another hand.
No. Why are you
What's
saying
fire and started for
I don't
insurance
even know
money?
if Petra has insurance.
Did the painting of Dorian get destroyed in the fire? Did Dorian get destroyed in the fire?
I already ripped up the painting.
Oh, okay.
It screamed as I cut it. And now
Yikes.
whenever I close my eyes, I can see it, hear it. I need the tablets, Doctor. I need them.
Tablets? Was Jasmine the one Dekker was having an affair with? No, I believe that's Scarlet. Oh, I gotta ask Shy about Scarlet. Hang on.
I can't help you with that.
She interjected it. Still here painting. Last part.
I already ripped up the painting. It screamed as I cut it. And now whenever I close my eyes, I can see it, hear it. I need the tablets, Doctor.
Tablets, that was it. Tablets.
The temazepam? The sleeping tablets. The ones you gave me last time.
Can you hear the painting now? I didn't give you any tablets. This is the first time we've met.
I don't really know what you...
Have you considered painting a picture of the hit band Yellow Card?
No, sorry.
Huh? That's a shame. Yeah, she's gaslighting me. Sleeping tablets.
Dr. Dekker gave them to me. They helped. I know it's in my head. I know paintings can't talk. What's wrong with me, Doctor? Why do I do this?
Why are you focusing on her knees or her crotch or whatever?
Dr. Dekker gave them to me. They helped. I know it's in my head.
In your head.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll think about that. And the prescription, please?
Oh, okay, that was it. Alright, let's talk to Jai and wrap it up. Jasmine.
Sorry, Doctor.
Okay. Yeah, pills, please. Oh, you could see her hand gripping her leg. Bryce got me all fucked up. I'm like, you fucking perverts. Evergreens, what is the Hakomi method?
It's very interesting that you asked.
We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about all the feet in this game, too. How did you feel about Dekker? I forget if I asked you this. Yeah. Dekker was...
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in. I mainly miss our chats.
Your chats.
He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
You pay close attention to the body language of the client, which really should be all therapy, and then sort of call attention to it so they can witness unconscious body language and tie the mind-body together more. Yeah, so Evergreens, there is no HIPAA in England, is the thing. Yeah, it's actually illegal to wear shoes in a therapy office if you're a woman in England. Little known fact. All known fact. Worked late. Oh, we did that. Patients?
Most of the patients are suspects, according to the police. Almost all the patients are referred, and some of them are privates, but Dr. Dekker didn't introduce any of them.
Introduce?
I've got no idea.
Have I told you about my time-stopping criminal creep? What did you say about Bryce again? What was your opinion on him?
I think Bryce has a lot of misdirected anger.
Oh, Bryce's anger.
I don't know anything.
Bryce is a pervert. Okay. Did I hit everything on you? Ah. And how are you? That's it?
Hey, you. Thanks for helping me with this grief thing. I'm not sure I have it, though.
Have it?
Sorry, Doctor.
Have what?
I'm not trying to hide anything.
Oh. You don't have grief?
Oh, I don't really know where to start. I feel a bit numb. Maybe we should just talk about him.
So numb. Okay, that's everything. Next act.
David hunts,
I can change my skin.
then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
I had a hot date.
We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did
On
phone
Valentine's Day.
and ask me for Nathan's number.
There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I?
He was preoccupied with finding
Photographs.
patterns.
Rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden.
I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it.
Okay.
Oh,
Hi, Jaya.
you surprised me. Reminds me of Officer Yates. Did I ever mention I had a special friend in the police force? Nah.
What do you mean by special
Dropped
friend?
politely into a conversation. He's been doing some digging and he's found a couple things. There's a crime scene report that goes into all the gory details and another report that's about a patient you're seeing today, Claire.
Okay, yeah, I know
Go
Clint.
from the desk for you. And thanks for the grief counselling, by the way.
Oh yeah, you said like one sentence. I'm glad I did well.
I'm so glad you're here.
I'm not sure this... Okay. Feels a little inappropriate, but... Yeah, he dated his patients. I think Mariana said that. Also, I love this raving little cat that you have. Woo. Oh, it's a better Twitch TV emote. Nice. Sounds like she's used to inappropriate. So true. Okay, let's look at these clues. Claire's arrest... Oh, arrest report from when she stabbed her husband. Christian Weber. To the best of my knowledge, this is true. 9th of November. At 20:40 hours on Tuesday, the 8th of November, myself and PC 9725 Holt responded to a call received by a neighbour of the Bower House, Weston Park Avenue, concerning a reported disturbance. Okay, I'm done. When we arrived at the address and knocked on the front door, but there was no reply. We then examined the rear of the property and gained entry through insecure patio doors. We entered the property through this door, and I announced myself by shouting, "Police!" but did not hear any response. We searched the premises. Upon entering the dining room, I saw a female seated next to a man who was lying on the ground. The man did not appear to be conscious. Both persons were drenched in blood, and there was a substantial amount of blood on the carpet, walls, and furniture. I noted what appeared to be a steak knife on the floor, which was also covered in blood. At this point, I asked the woman to put her hands on her head, which she did. PC Holt secured the female while I checked out the man for signs of life, but found none. That is not what she was saying. I asked the woman her name, and she identified herself to me as Claire Castleford. I asked if she knew the dead man, and she said that was her husband, David Castleford. I asked what had happened, and she said that she had killed him. Following a search by PC Holt, which revealed no other persons present at the house, I said to Castleford at 20:52 hours, "You are under arrest under suspicion of murder." I then cautioned her and placed her in the back of the police car for transportation to Weston Police, where I relayed the circumstances of arrest to PC 2354 Hill, who authorized her, etc. Yeah, who's staying at the lake house then? Huh? Victim was located in his office, seated on a chair behind the desk, soaked in blood with an obvious chest wound. Paper spike, desk accessory, 150 millimeters long, protruding from the approximate region of the victim's heart. Time of death, between 8:30 and 10:30 on Valentine's Day. It was discovered at 10:20. How is she seeing her husband's ghost? Okay. Title, Doctor, first name, blank, last name, Dekker. Yet to determine first name. Okay. Talk to Jaya first. Desk, spike?
I don't know anything.
Spike.
That's not...
Claire.
I don't know everything.
Arrest.
Have you been taking notes in our session?
Police.
That's a strange...
What was the name of her special police friend? Special friend?
No.
No. No. Says Claire killed David. I've underlined some things to ask her about. Wonder if Bryce buried David. What happened with Ben? Ask the patients about the paper spike. Paper spike.
It's in that police report that I gave to you. You should really take a look at it.
Ooh. Okay. Do I want to start with this guy? This guy's like a side quest. I don't know if I'm super interested in him. Let's talk to... I mean, Claire is who we want to talk to. Hello, Claire.
I've been to the lake house regularly, keeping an eye on David. I saw the girl again, the one I told you about. She was playing outside.
What was the girl playing?
I didn't speak to her this time. Something about her made me feel uneasy.
A girl's a ghost.
I just watched her from the bedroom window. She'd caught a fish. She was holding it in her hands.
Fish?
I wasn't close enough to see, but for all intents and purposes, it looked as if the fish bit her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive.
Fine.
Try asking me.
Fish don't have teeth, I think? Fish bit her. Bit.
Think, Doctor, think.
Okay, I guess I followed up on all that. Hey, I found out that you killed David.
That's what it says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him. The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead. There was even a funeral. But I know he's alive.
I didn't kill my husband, Copium. He's still alive, Copium. Some fish have teeth. Sharks is fish, and sharks is all teeth. So true. Imagining a therapist just saying fish is funny. Funeral.
He's buried at Henley Church.
What a shock!
There's even a headstone. One of your other patients was a pallbearer. I never forget her face. You should ask him.
Pallbearer. Probably our Creepo
Bryce
Bryce.
was a pallbearer for
Yeah.
David. He's also a grave digger, I believe.
Often.
I'm getting tired of all these questions. I'm getting tired of everything.
Tired.
That's not relevant.
Just ask about Bryce.
Smuggling a body out of a funeral can be difficult.
I'm sorry?
Unless you pay the right people.
Smuggled body?
Sorry.
David's body.
I don't know, Doctor.
Corpse. Do you have David's body?
I don't know what you're after.
Son of a bitch. I show Bryce that Claire says he's been smuggling bodies. Did you kill Dekker?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer.
Oh, I wrote Becker instead of Dekker. Did you kill Dekker?
I don't.
Dekker.
I'm getting tired of.
Smuggle.
I don't know what you're after.
Foreigner.
Try asking me.
Police.
I'm being charged with murder because the police don't know he's still alive, and I can't get David to vouch for me for obvious reasons. I think it would raise quite a few more questions than answers, which is why I'm hoping that you would be able to help me.
Help you with what?
That's not relevant here.
What do you need help with?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer.
Help you.
Think, Doctor, think.
I will help. Yes, I will help you.
I don't know, Doctor.
Oh, bitch. Obvious reasons?
David shouldn't be alive, so he can't just stroll around the neighborhood. It's unseemly.
Oh, what will the neighbors
I
think?
think he'd be able to rejoin society at some point, but not anymore.
How can I
It's
help
getting
you?
worse, not better.
Getting worse.
Sorry.
How is David getting worse?
Think, Doctor.
How can I help you?
Considering the
There we go.
circumstances,
Thank you,
I'd be
Sarah.
grateful if you could see your way to declaring me temporarily insane at the time of the murder. To lessen my sentence. Because I'm not a killer. But I can't prove otherwise. You don't still think I'm a killer, do you, Doctor?
I do think, yes, I think you're a killer.
At worst, it's manslaughter. I didn't mean to kill him, I just stabbed him a bit. And although he was dead for a week, I brought him back to life.
I'm sorry?
Does this mean you won't help me? Was I temporarily insane?
You brought him back to life?
Yes, resurrection. But now that I've seen the results, I don't think there's anything holy about it. I think reanimation is more an accurate term. Like, I'm an evil necromancer raising things from the dead.
Doing something unholy. It might not have been temporary
Brain was
insanity.
already decaying during the week that he was dead. Important bits. So when I brought him back to life, I didn't heal him completely. Just gave him life in the state he was in. I mean, he's hunting and killing things and trying to roast them on fires he can only light with matches, but that's about it.
That's,
He's your basic Neanderthal. So I have a problem.
What is your problem? Okay, we talked about that.
I don't know.
Manslaughter?
At worst, it's manslaughter. I didn't mean to kill him, I just stabbed him a bit. And although he was dead for a week, I brought him back to life. Does this mean you won't help me?
Necromancy?
David was dazed and confused when I brought him back to life. As you'd expect.
Yeah, most people are.
He was scared.
Like Buffy.
He didn't want me to go near him at first, which is understandable, as I did kill him.
So true.
But I didn't really succeed in bringing him back. He wasn't a big talker before, but even monosyllabic words were more than what he seemed able to give me.
David talking.
Try asking.
David speech.
Sorry.
Monosyllabic.
He made sounds.
Hey.
I could understand him a bit. I thought he'd improve with time, like a child learning to talk, but he didn't. It's only recently that I've come to that conclusion that he's not going to get better. He's not going to be right again. I think it's his brain. At least he is safe where he is.
Where is David? Oh, he's at the lake house.
At the lake house. He doesn't move from there. For good reason.
Yeah, this lady did raise a zombie, seemingly. David hunting.
That's not relevant.
Rain. Okay. Ghost.
I assure you, David is not a ghost. I've touched him.
Is the girl a ghost? Touched David.
I'm afraid I don't know the...
Okay. Touched by an angel. Yeah, what does David hunt? I think she said deers before. Deer, rather. Shoes. Please put them on.
At worst, it's manslaughter.
Stabbed.
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her. He said he didn't love me anymore. Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody.
Opium.
I reacted badly. I grabbed the nearest weapon I could find, which happened to be the steak knife, and stabbed him with it. There was so much blood. I instantly regretted it. So, I fixed him.
Darman video. Woman stabs husband. Instantly regrets it.
That's not relevant here.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get a cookie. Oh, so she's not talking about Dekker. She's talking about when she killed her husband.
A paper spike is an odd thing to use as a weapon.
Thank you for reminding me.
If it went directly into the heart, it might work. Or through his eye, or perhaps through the ear into his brain. Or was it just a frenzied, bloody mess of a murder? Do you know, Doctor?
No, I don't know.
I don't know what you're after.
No, it was a clean murder.
A paper spike is an odd thing to use as a weapon. I suppose if it went... He was stabbed in the heart. Then I'd say whoever killed him didn't want to leave any room for error.
Error.
I don't know anything about that.
How are you? Temporary insanity.
I'm getting tired of all these questions. I'm getting tired of everything.
Yes, Dekker was also stabbed. Tired of everything.
Try asking me something. David wanted to have a talk about our relationship.
Iris?
It didn't happen. Dr. Dekker called me from his house to cancel. He was furious. He said that Iris had escaped and he blamed me for it. He said that I must have set her free after he told me about her.
What?
I knew it was all lies anyways. He was obviously titillating himself by reprimanding me. He knew I'd never want to speak to Iris again, so I couldn't prove it either way.
Dekker knew Iris? I don't know how I got there. Escaped?
Sorry. It makes for interesting reading, doesn't it? I can tell you're dying to ask me about it. Fire away.
Why didn't you hide David's body?
Think, Doctor.
So I have no idea what I triggered by saying Iris. Because it's like nothing in here. Oh yeah.
Just a week later, I brought David back to life.
Come on, buddy.
Not with voodoo, not with virginal sacrifice. I just willed it to happen, and it did.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Dekker told me it was possible. But only if you're not buried.
Oh my god. Dekker!
He says once you're in the ground, there's no coming back. But until then, you have a chance at resurrection.
Oh! Okay, that's why Dekker probably wasn't buried. Someone wants to resurrect him. Right, buddy? Have you got a sweet little face? Come on. Now. Okay, turn this way. Oh, there he is. Dekker. Dekker taught you?
I don't know, Doctor.
Dekker.
I'm afraid I don't know the...
I'm using hints.
I'm going to pretend that I didn't hear that. Let's have a few more sessions before you seal our fates. Or is it that you want something else? Like Dr. Dekker did?
Oh, Lord. What did Dekker want?
Dr. Dekker teased me mercilessly about my electability. He didn't believe I'd reanimated David. Once, he presented me with a dead mouse and commanded me to give it life again.
Isn't he the one who said that you could resurrect people?
It's not something I'd throw around lightly. He changed his mind about me eventually. And then he mentioned the girl.
What girl?
Try asking me something.
Dekker girl.
He told me he'd locked up a girl in the basement of his house. Just for me. And he asked me to reanimate her. It was Iris. I said I couldn't reanimate something that wasn't dead, and he said that wouldn't be a problem. So I agreed. I just played along. I was hoping it wasn't real. I assumed it wasn't real. But
Dekker...
he knew what I wanted. A temporary insanity diagnosis.
Iris was dead? Did Dekker kill Iris? Still have more.
Dr. Dekker teased me mercilessly about my electability. He didn't believe I'd reanimated David.
Dekker came around.
I'm afraid I don't know the answer.
How did Dekker start believing you?
I don't know what you're after.
Oh. Dekker's basement.
That's not relevant here.
Oh my god. And
Dr.
there we go.
Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house. He saw that I was telling the truth. I can take you to see him too, if you like. Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Yes, I would like to see David. I feel like love would...
Very well. In our next session.
Okay. Bring him here. I'm willing to see David. Hello, Bryce.
Hello, Doctor. I've been thinking about our last session, and I just wanted you to know that I'm not a bad person.
Opium.
I know taking naked photographs is wrong.
But you push through it.
But you don't know what it's like until you face the same temptation. I'm assuming you don't know what it's like. Do you have an extra hour, Doctor?
No, I don't have an extra hour, Bryce.
Thank God for that. There's someone else in my hour.
Uh-huh.
A hooded figure. Watching me and
Is it me?
following me. I followed it too.
Where does the hooded figure go?
I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you. That I told you about my affliction and somehow you'd got it too. Now I think maybe it's the military or some organization that wants to use the hour themselves. Maybe it's Dr. Dekker risen from the dead.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I need to talk to you about him.
Dekker.
I spied on Dr. Dekker not long before he was murdered.
Hooded figure says stop taking
I
nudes.
should tell you what I saw in his basement.
You saw a girl in his basement.
I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker for some time. I mentioned how he'd changed before, so I began spying on him at home. One night, the basement door was open, and Dekker was returning upstairs. I skipped past him, and there she was, a girl. It was difficult to tell, it was dark, and she was chained.
Chained?
I don't know what you're getting at.
Iris.
The girl who was chained in the basement, her name is Iris.
There we go.
How do you know that? Not that it means anything. She wouldn't remember me anyway. Time was frozen.
What did you do to the girl, Bryce?
Don't know. In simple terms,
Why would Iris have not seen you? Chained up.
no.
Girl chained up.
I removed the chain.
There we go.
Dressed her.
Oh, she was already naked.
Police station. There's no evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done. But she was free. I saved her. I'm not evil. I destroyed evil.
Evil.
I believe that Dr. Dekker was a truly evil man, and so should you. I know you record these sessions, Doctor. I'm not going to be filmed saying I wanted him dead. But I did, and so should you. And Doctor, if I wanted to kill anyone, I'd do it in the midnight hour, wouldn't I? And when was Dekker murdered?
Dekker was murdered at 10. Dekker murdered before midnight. Before midnight.
Is that supposed to mean?
Oh my god. Did you take her picture?
I don't know.
That's not it. Police.
I've nothing in. I removed the chains, dressed.
Girl was naked?
No. You have an interesting aura, Doctor.
How is my aura interesting?
I don't often see auras, Doctor. But yours is unusual. Like, you're more than one person.
I'm sorry?
Maybe I've had a few too many drams.
We'll get back to the drams. I am more than one person.
That means nothing to me. Yes, Vienna.
Drams.
That means nothing to
Vienna.
In simple terms.
What are drams?
I've nothing in.
Yeah, how did he know? Like, in my head when he started saying that, I was like, is he about to say it's like you're more than one person watching me? That's so funny. More than one person.
I don't know.
Multiple people.
No.
Multiple personalities.
I don't know what you're...
Damn. Drams are a measurement of alcohol. Thank you.
Don't know.
Okay, what'd you give me? He took the girl in the basement to the police station. Police station.
Is that supposed to...
Why did you take the girl to the police?
No.
What happened after you took the girl to the police?
Don't know.
And okay, well, let's start with military.
I'm surprised I haven't been approached earlier. I mean, my skills in the military. Special ops would be a breeze, wouldn't it? Waltz in past everyone during the midnight hour, get whatever you want, and return to friendly soil.
Hello, what are you
It also
doing?
makes me think that they might already know all of that, and that they want to get rid of me in case I tell anyone else. Would you do something for me if they get me?
What would you like me to do?
I've nothing in...
Yes, I would do something for you.
Would you tell Jessica? I love her. She didn't really know me that well, but I did love her. And also, there's a hard drive in the bottom drawer of my drinks cabinet. Please destroy it. Please, don't look at it.
What is on the hard drive? Bryce.
There's a hard drive with all the pictures I've ever taken on it.
Yeah, what a shock.
The one in the bottom drawer of my drinks cabinet. Don't let Jessica see it.
I will not tell Jessica you love her.
Jessica is a beautiful woman. I've not spied on her since the incident we talked about. I have real feelings for her, Doctor. We've never connected.
Connection.
That means nothing to me.
Hi. Love.
Is that supposed to...
No. Yeah. Bryce, Bryce. Hi, you sweetie boy. You get just so many pets on the regular. Here we go. Grooming you a little bit. You got stuff on your face.
Jessica is a beautiful woman. I've not spied on her since the incident we talked about. I have real feelings for her, Doctor. We've never connected.
It's a far longer game than I thought it would be. Connected with Jessica.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
God damn it.
It's nice you think I'm capable of such basic interaction with females.
Don't say
I'm
females.
still in awe of her, really. I will think about it, though.
Okay. Okay, Bryce.
I removed the chains. I don't know.
What happened to the girl?
In simple terms...
Paper Spike.
Dr. Dekker frequently used that paper spike on his desk as an example. I'm sure he did it with the other patients too.
Okay.
He'd make me look at it, touch the point to see how sharp it was. He'd tell me that because I think it's sharp, it will hurt me. But if I thought it was nothing, it could pass right through my hand.
I don't think that's true. Pass through your hand.
In the last couple of sessions I had with him, he put the spike through his hand. He'd be grinning at me while he was doing it. No blood, no nothing. He tried to make me do the same, but I wouldn't.
It's Dekker. Huh. Dekker's basement. Hooded figure.
Whatever it is that's following me,
Why is something very
it doesn't
specific?
want to catch me yet. If I move towards it, it runs away. And when I follow it past temptations. A bar brawl, an open till, an open bedroom window. Like it's testing me.
Testing you.
I think that I'm becoming a good person, Doctor. I'm ashamed of some of the things I've done, but I'm getting better. The hooded figure, it's testing my morals. Judging me. For what? I don't know.
Morals.
I don't know what you're... Whatever it is that's following me.
Oh, temptations.
I've nothing in...
Son of a bitch. I'll use these hints. Oh, okay.
I split the brawl up.
Open till.
I did nothing. I'm not stealing anymore.
Bedroom window.
I looked in. Watching other people is somehow built into our genes, Doctor. There was an old woman in bed. I went inside. Her bed covers were smoking. I think she'd fallen asleep holding a cigarette. I took the covers and put them in the bath. She'd have died otherwise. And no, I didn't take any pictures.
What kind of person would do that? Did you bury David Hasselford?
I'm actually a classically trained pallbearer.
What do you mean by that?
There are a lot of health and safety considerations. Not everybody can do it. Well, properly at least. Occasionally I step in if the funeral director is short-shouldered. I do remember her face. She wasn't upset in the usual way. She seemed agitated. Her husband must have been a giant. The coffin was so heavy. I remember because aft port side sprained his ankle. That and he wasn't lifting correctly.
Yeah, he needs the societal pressure to not do atrocities. Yeah. He's the people, he's, I guess, the person that people are talking about when they're like, but without religion, why would anyone, like, be moral? Where?
I don't know what you...
Heavy coffin.
No.
Sprained ankle.
In simple...
Funeral. Pallbearer. Smuggling.
I have absolutely no idea what you...
Smuggling bodies. Oh, that was an actual answer.
No idea what you're talking about, Doctor. I saw Claire Castleford's husband in the coffin myself before carrying him to the grave. He is in the ground. I'm sure it wouldn't take much for the police to get an order to have him exhumed. Just make sure it's done on Tuesday morning when I'm...
Tuesday. Did you bury David? Okay. Oh, I asked that. Should tell Claire Bryce says her husband is in the ground. He also imagines that since he's the only one in the hour and can't get caught, he won't suffer any consequences, but now he fears the hood figure judging him. Yeah. Bryce says your husband is buried.
Well, that's what he would say, isn't it?
Okay. Cool. Let's do one more and then wrap. I gotta go watch a movie.
I burned Hannah's rocking chair.
Hey, how'd that go?
Forward. It was a good choice.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm not sure I've got much left of hers now. I've burnt most of it, or given it away, just to make the days move forward. There was a moment when I was attacking a Salvation Army bin, but I gave in.
Attacking a bin?
I accidentally put Hannah's diary into a Salvation Army donation bin. They're like huge post boxes with a circular tray that makes sure things spill to the bottom. I tried to get in to get it back, but I gave up.
Diary.
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me. That she was going to break off the engagement.
Yikes.
That she didn't love me anymore. I regretted it.
Poor Nathan.
I regretted that I mourned for Hannah so long.
Wow.
I regret all the days I slept through because of it. Had I known she didn't love me anymore, things would have been different. I'm a bit angry now. If I had that day over again, I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Yikes. Accident.
That's not really relevant.
Driver.
I've got no.
Lori.
Sorry.
Hannah.
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore? And thanks for the dating advice, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. How is dating?
I signed up for a dating website. It's a bit easy, to be honest. If I message something they don't like, I change it when the day replays. It's not very honest.
See, that's way less fucked up than whatever Bryce is doing. Change message.
That doesn't mean anything.
Messaging.
I'm not trying to hide it.
Luke?
No. I signed up for a dating website.
Dating website. Okay. Dating is easy.
I signed up for a dating website. It's a bit easy, to be honest. If I message something they don't like, I change it when the day replays. It's not very honest.
Honest.
If I'm being honest, I'd probably rather ask out one of the patients I've seen here. The friendly redhead with the accent.
That's so funny. That to me as an American, that that in England they're like, oh yeah, her with the accent. It's stupid because, like, you know, obviously, but to me, I'm like, I don't have an accent, you have the accent. Archer, are you hiding under the towels? Do you want help? He went, like, buried under the towel. Yeah, we all have accents. I know that, but it's just funny. I shouldn't say this, but... Redhead.
No.
Accent?
You've asked me that already. No.
Patient. Asking out patient.
You've asked me that already.
Her name is Mariana.
No.
Girl with accent.
I'm not trying to hide.
American girl.
No.
Damn. Why did you read the diary? I guess we addressed that. I want to see what the... Oh, I guess that's it. Okay.
I didn't notice Dr. Dekker had a paper spike. I haven't really seen more than a foot in front of me since Hannah died.
That's sad. What did you think of Dekker?
I've told you all I know about Dr. Dekker. He started out good, then turned a bit crazy towards the end. When you start giving people more problems as a therapist, that's a bit crazy.
Very comfy. More problems.
I started out with depression. Now I seem to repeat days. Even if you don't believe the repeat days, then I clearly have extra mental health problems that he's given me.
Do you believe he gave that to you?
I didn't want to believe him. I remember I said, you can't just say things and they happen. He laughed and laughed. I think he was going mad. He said he'd give me a demonstration.
Demonstration?
He held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame. And then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere. And he tried to hypnotize me to make me forget it.
Hypnotism.
That doesn't... I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all, but I didn't. For whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared. I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
I just saw a flame. Flame, damn. Remember.
I don't know.
Why did he want you to forget?
He'd become bored of me, so I got much of my insight from calls or messages he'd take during our sessions. I think because he hypnotized me, he didn't want to play with me anymore, so I got basic therapist.
The what do you mean? I don't want to play with you anymore. What do you say? Another therapist?
I've got nothing.
I wish I could just read a transcript.
So I got much of my insight from calls or messages he'd take during our sessions. I think because he hypnotized me, he didn't want to play with me anymore, so I got basic therapist.
Oh.
He told me lots of people get depression, to become more active, see more people. And although he wouldn't always be there to listen, Jaya would be.
What? That seems weird.
Yeah, I talked to her quite a lot. I'm not sure how many days of that she'd remember. She seemed to care, which is more I can say for Dekker.
What would you talk about?
Sorry.
With the note that just came up. Ask Jaya, yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all, but I didn't. For whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared.
Scared.
I was scared what Dr. Dekker would do to me if he found out I still knew. So I had to play along, keep coming to the sessions, pretend I hadn't seen what he'd done. It was awful, because I was suffering through the same days over and over again, but I couldn't talk to him about it, because he'd know.
So, like, I think that he could have done it.
I was scared what Dr. Dekker would do to me if he found out I still knew.
It's kind of the full thought.
Keep coming to the sessions.
Because he's, like, afraid of what he'll do.
What he'd done.
Hi.
It was awful.
How was your day?
I was suffering through the same days over and over.
I'm streaming for the record. I'll be off in a few. I'll be off in a few. Okay. Did Archer's bags come?
Mm-hmm.
Good. He didn't eat lunch.
Oh no.
He's acting okay, though. He tried to bury himself in the towels.
Also, I think we should have enough food until he gets here.
Okay.
Because, like, it's still not even, like, I took, like, almost a lot of food from it, like, almost all of it.
Okay.
And it's, like, not functioning.
Okay, good. What else do I have to hit on with Nathan? Why was Dekker crazy?
He possibly curse other people, a bit like he cursed me. Sometimes you could see he was bursting to tell me about it, but he couldn't. He was ecstatic with power.
Power.
That's not really...
Secret.
I don't know. I think they possibly...
Cursed.
Ah, the curse. Well remembered. I was hoping you'd forget. It's going to sound crazy. Dr. Dekker said I would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief. And so from this point on, I start to relive the same day over and over again until I made something of it. I believed him.
Okay. So, I mean, the title is The Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker, so he clearly fucking infected these people with these issues. Right? Okay. Well, that's gonna be it for today. What were the achievements that I got? Overall progress, we're halfway through. Game is like 8 hours long. $50 insanity points reached. What the fuck are insanity points? Yep. Alright, well. Use 26 hints. That's not bad. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll do this again soon. Not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway. I guess. Wait. Oh, wait. I have a new one. There we go.